Let me thank the organizers for the opportunity to speak to you this afternoon here in my native Singapore. I'm Alex Cheng, Vice President at Baidu. I'm based in Beijing, and I've lived in Beijing for quite some time now, and also in Shanghai, and previously I was at Google before joining Baidu. And the turn of events when Google pulled out of China in 2010, and it took me to Baidu. I'm responsible for the monetization products. And just now, I think, thank you, Trevor Moby, introduced me briefly, and for me giving him a better slot in the time of the afternoon. And thank you for giving me the opportunity now at the end, being the last slot of this afternoon. So today, I'm going to talk about two major priorities for Baidu today: our future in mobile and our future as a global company. And just a quick show of hands, how many of you know about Baidu? Pretty much? Okay, good. I can skip some very quickly. Okay. All right. So where are we here today? First, look at Baidu today. Baidu was founded in 2000. We've grown our shares of search queries, and we have a very big lead in the market today, commanding over 80% of the market by query. And Baidu processes more search queries than any search engine in any other single national market in the world. On average, we process about 5 billion queries a day, with an average of 10 queries daily for every user. And every day we interact with 500 million users, over 95% of the internet population. We offer a wide range of vertical search, including news, images, video, music. And we offer very popular community sites like Baidu Postbar, our question and answer service like the Baidu Knows, and of course, Baidu Encyclopedia, which is the largest Chinese online encyclopedia in the world. And add up 7 of our most popular verticals and community sites, they account for over 2 billion daily page views. For customers, in addition to our performance-based paid search ads, we offer some very innovative ad formats as well. And I just name a few here. And many well-known brands, for example, use Brand Zone in our search engine to help build brand recognition, loyalty, and engagement. Brand Zone is an innovative, highly customizable keyword targeting format, and customers have been taking very creative approaches to using it to build their brands. We also offer contextual and rich media ads across China's largest ads network, the Baidu Union. Just to mention a little bit about the Brand Zone, just how you hear about Tom, I think, gave a very good about China market in a nutshell, and all of these about big brands is definitely true. And sometimes you wonder, right? A lot of our brand customers, including luxury brands like Louis Vuitton, like Burberry, and they also advertise with all the brand products on the search as well. And you imagine, like, how many people search these brand terms, right? The answer is a lot. I think unlike in other markets, you think that these brands are very well-known brands. In China, it's still a very nascent market, growing market. People may have heard about it, but I'd like to know what exactly is Burberry. So a lot of these brands, they're using brand zones to articulate and to build the brand messages as well through the search engine. Our mission, it has always been to provide the best and most equitable way for people to find what they're looking for online. And we take that very literally. And we deliver search results that directly give users just what they are looking for, whether they are looking for information, content, or applications. It's done using the innovation we call box computing. Some of you might have heard this term before. Essentially, it opens up the core of our search engine and allows third-party data and applications to be plugged into the search engine. For instance, when we return the integrated results from across our verticals, when you search for a celebrity like Zhang Ziyi, and the search results will combine relevant information from Baidu, Encyclopedia, Postbar, User Discussion Forum, latest news, video clips, photos, and so on and so forth. Another example, we give you up-to-date travel information with real schedules and flight booking tools when you search the name of 2 cities, like Beijing, Shanghai. An ebook you can read straight away when you search a book title, or if you search for a song, We give you an easy stream for download or listening online. And even the app you're looking for when you're searching for, say, a scientific calculator, a mortgage calculator, insurance premium calculator, and it's there and then. The whole application is within the search engine itself and returns to you. They can use right away. It is important to understand this approach to search because it's really at the heart of our vision for mobile as well. So we believe that just as search is the center of the PC-based internet ecosystem, so too will be at the center of the mobile experience. We believe that every ever more powerful search will become, in effect, an operating system for all our devices in the future. You will use search, whether you input text or with voice, to call up native apps, or as we believe will increasingly be the case, to call down apps or data or content from the cloud. We're investing very heavily in cloud computing infrastructure. Today, we operate the greenest data center in China. And this slide shows an architect's model of our new Baidu Cloud IDC in Yangquan, Shanxi Province, which is our founder Robin Lee's hometown. It will be the largest in China when it goes online, with even larger IDCs to follow soon. Our IDCs are extremely energy efficient and feature our own server and rack design. Right now, most of us are carrying around devices that are, frankly, overpowered. They have a lot of memory, more than we really need, and more processing power, which means short battery lives. Compare that with the massive storage and processing power of an internet data center, a server farm. Why should the heavy lifting of computation be performed on a small battery-powered devices? We think it makes much more sense that the real muscle work and even more intelligent services should be done on the server side in the cloud. So Baidu is a company that has developed many of the best loved and most widely used products on the Chinese internet. But today, with fast-changing consumer needs, many of the popular apps that people are using weren't developed by big companies, but by nimble, small teams of developers. That's why we are playing a different role in the new emerging mobile ecosystem. We want to be the platform that empowers developers to innovate, giving them tools and resources they need to create new and exciting applications. We want to give developers across to all of Baidu's services, like search, maps, community services, and our troves of content, and to remove the obstacles that make developing and operating these applications costly and time-consuming. So in September of last year, in our annual Baidu World Conference, we unveiled what we call the 7 weapons for developers. And these are tools and resources that we are making freely available to the developer community. And I will go into all the details for these 7 weapons, but I think you'll see that the value proposition Baidu is offering to developers is irresistible. For instance, developers will have access to virtually unlimited cloud storage space through our personal cloud services. They can create storage-heavy applications for things like video, images, and pass along vast amounts of cloud storage to their end users. And because of the Chinese mobile device market is highly fragmented, with hundreds and hundreds of devices running different flavors of Android and with different screen sizes and other parameters, for a developer to test his apps against all the devices is daunting. It is prohibitively costly and is very time-consuming. We can save you the headache with our mobile test center. And all you need to do as a developer is drag and drop your app into the test center, and we will test it against many, many different configurations of smartphones. And not only will we show you which models your app works on and not, but additionally, in case it doesn't run, we'll show you exactly what line of code it failed. We now have over 140,000 developers, large and small, working on applications on the Baidu Cloud Developer Center. And many of them have told us that we have saved them 90% or more of development costs and helped them bring their apps to market much, much faster. And of course, we are also bringing them users through our App Center and through search. While we haven't made monetization a top priority at this moment, because we're still mainly focused on building the ecosystem, the potential for meaningful monetization is tremendous. So to sum up, for us, there's a vital role for search in the mobile future, and a vital role for Baidu in the mobile ecosystem, providing developers with the most comprehensive platform for creating innovative apps and helping them get discovered. There are, of course, challenges we face today. Internet user pattern is shifting rapidly to mobile devices, and it's much faster than advertiser spending. This is something that all internet companies in just about all markets of the world are confronting today. And as we have said, this is a process that's going to take some time, maybe a couple of years, and will require concerted efforts on our part to help educate our customers, whether SMEs or large brand advertisers, about how they can use mobile to market even more effectively than they could via the desktop internet. We believe that Baidu has really compelling mobile solutions today. Some very effective mobile ads format that we can introduce to existing and new customers. The opportunity is even bigger than on the PC-based internet. We have the regular paid search ads on mobile, and the click-to-action is more targeted to user activities on mobile devices. For instance, click to call, click to download, click to chat, click to app, and so on. We also have the brand zone on mobile, which allows consumers to better understand brands and products on the go. And it fully leverages the convenient user interfaces on mobile devices, for example, by voice recognition, by intelligent image recognition of brand logos and products, and also by QR code. So for instance, we are seeing a lot of times, just now this afternoon, I think we have, I think Melanie was talking about a generation of fear of losing out, missing out, and that happens a lot in China as well. A lot of times, you see Chinese consumers, they may overhear some conversation in a subway, or they overhear some conversation in a corridor. Immediately, they there and then, they take up their smartphone and they search for it and want to understand what is this product about, and what is it that they just heard. Okay. So a lot of the new products, new brands that they heard about, they do search right away instead of waiting to go home or back to their workplace to do the search on the PC. And even as these changes are happening, some things remain the same. We still believe in the power of data to really gain insight into our users and to help us meet their needs. This big data-driven approach has been the most important key to our success in China. We understand better than our competitors just what Chinese consumers want from a search experience. Of course, as a search engine, you have a certain advantage, as John Battelle once wrote in his book, The Search. A search engine is a database of intention. Every time someone types in a search query, they're effectively telling you what they want, and we can assess quite objectively, based on their behavior following that query, whether we have satisfied their needs. Today, we partner with agencies and consulting firms like McKinsey to better understand the mindset of consumers in first-tier, second-tier, third-tier, and fourth-tier cities, and how they can better tailor their products, features, and marketing messages to these local markets. Many of them, they believe they know the first-tier city pretty well because they are closer to a developed market, but as they reach into the second and lower-tier cities, things become unclear, and there are a lot of surprises. To that end, we provide tools and dashboards and give them such consumer insights to tailor the product and to fine-tune their product strategy and marketing strategy. And this doesn't change as we look at new markets either. We'll persist in our focus on understanding user and what they want. We'll continue to focus on really grasping the ins and outs of local languages, applying state-of-the-art natural language processing, large-scale machine learning, semantic and artificial intelligence, and advanced cognitive linguistics to deliver the best search experience in every market that we enter. If there's one thing everyone can learn from the experiences of many foreign internet companies in China, is that one size does not fit all. This doesn't apply just to China either. We want to approach new markets humbly with the assumption that our first task is to learn, to develop a keen appreciation for what makes a market different, whether culturally, socially, linguistically, or behaviorally. We have something of an advantage coming from China. And being in China, we really straddle two very different markets. On the one hand, we are in the richer, more advanced first-tier cities like Beijing and Shanghai, where internet penetration is comparable to most OECD countries, and where users and consumers alike are quite sophisticated. And on the other hand, we also serve the lower-tier cities and hinterland provinces where internet penetration remains relatively low, and where neither users nor customers are particularly sophisticated. To succeed in both markets has been a challenge that we have risen to. Serving this second, less developed market has made Baidu very well at identifying and developing appropriate technologies, products, and services for developing markets. And we believe that this net will really help us as we approach the kind of markets we have carefully chosen. Creating products for less technologically sophisticated consumers isn't a matter of dumbing down existing products. People who are less tech-savvy actually tend to expect their technology products to be able to do more. And this has been a spur to innovation. More natural interfaces like speech recognition, and of course, far more technically challenging than text. One example of where better technology proves suited to a developing market is in our recent announcement with French Telecom's Orange, with whom we are launching a mobile browser in the Middle East and Africa. Orange has said that they awarded Baidu this deal not only because of the superior speed of our T5 HTML5 engine, but also because of our superior compression technology.